Hi guys, welcome to another TMI Tuesday. I'm Josh, if we haven't been properly introduced. People do call me Puck, that's my nickname. Haven't been doing these for a while. I got sick with some sort of intestinal thing, and then, I was feeling really bad, and then, I don't know, I just didn't feel like doing anything anymore. But feeling better now. Things are going a little bit better, and so yeah, I'm back, I guess. Anyway, so it is TMI Tuesday. I've asked for questions. I've received a few, and I guess we'll go ahead and get started. All right. First question was from 360 Cub, and asked me if there was a question that I get asked again and again. Yeah, there is a question I get asked again and again, and I guess it would probably have to be, how old are you? I don't know why I get that question a lot, but I do. And my answer is, well, right now I'm 35, and most people don't believe that I'm 35. They say that I look younger than that. The beard has kind of trimmed some of that down a little bit, but when I'm clean shaven, most people don't believe that I'm 35, but I am. So if anybody had that question, yes, I really am 35, born in 1977. Next question was from MadeofMochi. What are my thoughts on bathhouses? I mean, bathhouses are sort of, part of the, I guess, the gay culture, but doesn't mean that you just have to participate in it. But I do think they are something that that definitely shouldn't go away. It is part of the gay culture. It's been around for so long, and I think they should stay around. Personally, I don't really go to them because I don't really see the appeal. I do hook up from time to time. I mean, that's no secret. I mean, I think, there's plenty of people who do. But I want to at least know you a little bit before we do something. So it doesn't really appeal to me. I've been to a couple bathhouses with friends who have asked me to go. I've never actually had sex at any of them. I went to one where it was actually very nice. We had a pool and a steam room and a sauna and exercise equipment, and I mean it was great. I actually had a lot of fun. I got in the pool. I went to the steam room. I went to the sauna. Walked around naked. I mean that was fun. But I didn't have sex with anybody. But if that's something that you want to do, I don't see any problem in it. I'm not somebody who's going to shame somebody else for, doing, whatever they want to do. But for me, I've never had sex in one, and I'm a little bit shy in that way. So I don't see that being something that I would ever do in a bathhouse like that. SuperAttorney asked me, where do I see myself in 10 years, and do I want to get married at some point, and do I want to raise kids? In 10 years, hopefully I've got a partner at that point. I hope that, that I've got a different job, maybe living in a different city. I like my house, I like my job, I like my friends, but sometimes you just feel like you sort of need a change, for years, when I was in high school and when I was in college, I always felt like Nashville is where I needed to be. I just felt that way. I visited Nashville quite a bit. I loved the city, and eventually I found a job that brought me here. I've sort of felt like Chicago might be a place where I need to be. I've sort of felt that way about Atlanta too. But I go visit those places quite a bit too, and I really like them as well. I sort of have that same feeling about both those cities, so maybe I'll end up in one of those places. I don't know. But I definitely would not be disappointed if I did. I probably would want to live in Atlanta more than I would in Chicago, only because I hate the winters in Nashville, and if I hate the winters here, I'm really going to hate it in Chicago. I just get so depressed and sad, and I don't know, the gray skies and the winter weather just really affect me for some reason. If it was winter weather, like cold outside, but blue skies and white fluffy clouds, I would be so happy. It would be great. I love that type of weather, but that's not how it is here in Nashville. It's usually rainy and cloudy and dark and gray, and I wake up and it's dark. I come home from work and it's dark. It's oppressive. I just can't take it. But I think I'd probably like to live in one of those cities. But as I said, probably Atlanta, because I really hate, Nashville winters, and I don't think I could stand Chicago winters. Do I want to get married at some point? The word marriage, I guess, kind of bothers me. Like, it's never been something that I've necessarily even thought about. I know that a lot of people, are talking about gay marriage and, people wanting to get married and all this other stuff. And to me, it's never been that important. But as far as a rights standpoint, I think gay people should have the right to be married if that's what they want. I don't see any problem in two consenting adults getting married and doing whatever the hell they want with their life, Why anybody has an interest in what two people do in their bedroom, I have no idea. But a marriage is a social contract entered into by two people for mutual benefit. From a government standpoint, you get these benefits, X set of benefits for being married. You get X set of benefits if you have a child. And there's certain benefits that you get that you don't get otherwise unless you have this social contract. And I don't think the social contract should be denied to anybody. I mean, there could be a person limitation to it if you want to get to that. Any two people. I don't have a problem in limiting it like that, but I think that any two people that want to enter into a social contract can do that. Now, that's not to say that people can't be in a triad or whatever type of relationship, and I totally respect those, but, I think we need to take it one step at a time, essentially, I think the first step is just getting, gay relationships recognized and getting the benefits that come along with it. I think the first step was to get some social acceptance to it, which I think was done with domestic partnerships and then some marriages in some states. And so, we're progressing, but, you have to fight each battle as they come along. So, maybe eventually we'll get to where, it doesn't really matter who enters into the social contract. Any group of people, any number of people can do that. But I'm babbling. Do I want to get married at some point? It's not important to me, essentially. But if it's important to other people, that's fine. For me, if that was something that my partner would like to have, then fine. Yeah, I'd be down for getting married. But it's not a goal of mine. Do I want to raise kids? Again, not a goal of mine. If my partner wanted it, fine. I do like some kids. I like my niece and my nephew. But it's not something that's important to me to have children. I'd be happy with my nieces and nephews and spoiling them, so that's fine with me. Anyway, I guess that's it for the questions. I didn't receive any other ones in my Ask box when I started this, so I guess that about wraps it up. If you have questions, please put them in my Ask box for next week, not my Ask box. Although... never mind, I'm not going to go there. Other than that, what else is going on? I'm going to go to Bear Pride here in a few weeks. I'm getting super pumped about that. This is going to be my third year at Bear Pride. I had such a good time my first year. Last year, not so much. There was some drama that happened between the person that I went with and myself. But we don't need to get into that right now. But in any case, I decided to give another shot this year. I'm actually going with one of my friends who is just a friend. I think it'll be a better year. I've saved up a bunch of money this year. Didn't have to pay any taxes at the last minute. Excuse me, my dinner's coming back on me. Which, by the way, I had a ridiculous amount of food. But anyway, yeah, so should be coming to Bear Pride. So if any of you out there are going to be coming as well, please say hi. Love to hear from you guys. And I guess we'll talk to you soon. Y'all have a great week. Bye-bye.